set to go. My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is, when is it time to sell your health club or gym? And we are talking to the folks today over here on Periscope. We're talking to our YouTube subscribers in terms of, when is it time to sell your gym? When is it time to sell your health club? We talk to so many business owners that contact us and they're looking to sell. And one of the biggest mistakes they make is they want to sell when the business is going down. And I want to talk to you about some of the things that we hear when people say they want to sell, and want to give you some things to think about as terms of maybe how you want to look at this a little bit different. Number one is, owners are burnt out, or maybe, key employees, have some health problems. And one of the things you find, if that owner is going through burnout or you've got some staffing issues, a lot of times revenues are on decline. Now, you can certainly, attempt to sell your gym at this point, but many times you're not going to get what its true value is. And so you're almost better off, hey, can you come up with a strategy to get this business back on track and get it turned around and then sell it, for its true value. Number two, business relocation or rerouting of expressways. A lot of times with gyms, and we've had this with some long-term clients, is, you get just a lot of construction going on out in front of your gym. It shuts off the pathway to your front door, so to speak. So your traffic drops. It takes much more of a marketing effort to get people in, or even the drive patterns change sometimes. But keep in mind, if you're looking to sell for those reasons, those might be some of the same reasons that somebody else may not want to buy it, and you may not be able to maximize your return on this. Number three on our list is, your lease is about ready to expire and you don't want to renew for another term. Now, I know a lot of folks that we talk with, they view that as a benefit, that how our lease is ready to expire. But the truth is, unless that new owner can come in and negotiate favorable terms, this could actually work against you. If you've got a long-term lease, say a couple 5-year options or something like that at favorable terms, this can actually be an asset that you can utilize to help sell your business. Changing technologies. We see this in businesses all the time, particularly right now. As technology changes, it changes rapidly. If we're not keeping up with this, it's going to make this much more difficult for you to maintain a competitive edge. It's going to make it much more difficult for you to be innovative in your marketplace. If you're not keeping up, this might be, again, a good time to sell. Again, just as that reminder, if you're not doing these things, this is going to in part help devalue, what you're trying to do as far as a sale. You want to get your estate in order. It might be time to be looking at that. And so, that can be a great time to look at selling, and that could be a real legitimate reason to do it. Maybe you're not interested in investing long-term capital into your business. And, one of the things about the fitness business is that really to excel at this, you have to keep your club as new and as fresh today as it was the day that it first opened. And if you're not doing this, you're going to start seeing a decline. So if you're not interested in investing in this, it's a good time to get out. But again, if you haven't been doing it and you've got a facility that maybe has what's referred to as deferred maintenance, you may not be able to, capture what you're looking for as far as a selling price. Maybe your kids, they don't want to enter the family business, and you're at a point where you want to retire. They don't want to take the business over. This could be a real, as long as everything else is in place, this could be a real legitimate reason to want to sell. Perhaps you're undercapitalized, and a lot of times when we're undercapitalized in these things, there's a tendency to, we get that deferred maintenance, we start to make cuts, other things don't get done, and your business starts to erode a bit. So again, what we see when people contact us is that you're not getting a business that's really flourishing, and you're not going to be able to sell it and really maximize your return on it. You're going to want to get help here, to get this business back on track before you want to put it on the market. Some of your largest accounts might be in financial difficulty. You might have a big corporate account that pays you a nice sum monthly or a nice sum annually, and maybe there's talk of them shutting down. Maybe there's talk of them starting their own facility. This could put your revenues in jeopardy. You might decide you want to sell because of that. Maybe your bank is unwilling to renew credit lines. We work with a lot of folks that find themselves in this situation where the bank doesn't want to do this. We're having to go out and find, new sources of credit to grow the business. You might be having supplier problems, yeah, difficulty getting your equipment fixed, staffing issues. And staffing issues. When you have staffing issues, a lot of times you have member issues too. And so again, you want to be looking at ways to improve this business. Customers changing habits, and those habits will change, and certainly where your location is will kind of force that sometimes. Perhaps you're just ready to retire, and that's maybe the best reason of all. And maybe you just want to cash out and you're ready to go fishing. Okay. And all of these are reasons. And when people contact us in terms of why, they want to get out of the business and why they're ready to move on, here's the things we want to suggest for you. Most of these things we've talked about here, these are things that we're deciding this when the business is trending down. The best time to sell is when your business is trending up. Do you have an exit strategy as part of your business plan, as part of your plan of action? What is that strategy? If you're not growing your business, ideally you're probably going to need to sell it. So you want to sell it when it's going up. And too often when folks will call us, they'll say it's starting to trend down, but they still want to try to get prime dollar for it. And no one's going to pay you for potential. What people are buying, they're buying cash flow most often. In some cases, if it's not cash flowing, they might be buying assets. And you want to make sure your gym is doing this for them. So if you're in this situation where it's time to sell, your heart's not into it, things aren't going the way you want, the first thing you want to do is just, let's get tough here. Okay. When the going gets tough, the smart get help. Get some help. Give us a call, 800-929-2898. Email me direct, jthomas@fmconsulting.net. Let's get your business back on track. Let's get it performing like it should. Let's don't make this simply a fire sale and let's get out. I know in many cases, a lot of owners, you've spent, time and years, nurturing this business, and due to some, unfortunate circumstances, maybe the last 6 months or year or whatever, it's caused a decline in your business. And now you're kind of giving it away. That's really not where you want to be. Okay. So, take a look at this, give some thought to it. Click the subscriber button below if you're watching us here on YouTube. And this will give you, notification of future information that we put out. You can check us out on our Gyms for Sale website on listings. And actually, if you decide you want to sell your gym yourself, you can do a for sale by owner there. If you're a broker that's checking this out, you can list your clients there as well. But if you need help getting your business back on track to make sure you maximize that value, be sure to contact us, 800-929-2898. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.